Shin Megami Tensei Persona 4 was probably one of the most popular video games on the PS2. The Persona series has been going on since the late 90s, with its most recent installment, of course, being Persona 5, but it has seen quite a few re-releases on modern consoles just over the past few months. As, of course, with nearly every Persona game, except for the first three, there has been a anime that has pretty much been a quick little guide for what happens in the games and stuff. Now, I've already reviewed the Persona 4 animation, and so I thought, why not review it again, as I feel like my reviews have been getting better from when I started them. And to be honest, that video was mainly made just to see what the heck was going on with the recordings at the time. So, let's take a look at Persona 4 and see if it holds up, and potentially compare it to 5's animation. Of course, Persona 4 the animation pretty much follows the games very faithfully. Yeah, there's a few new lines here and there, but it is definitely a faithful adaptation to the games, and even rivals the game, if I'm being honest. There's days where I feel like animation was just better than the game, and days when I thought that the game was better. I don't want to spoil too much, so here's just a short synopsis on the anime. Well, the animation, I guess it does matter. Basically, it follows Yu Akami as he transfers to Yosogami High and kind of finds out that there's a bit of a murder. Well, couple murders going on. Of course, along with him are several of his classmates and a mysterious teddy bear named Teddy. They, of course, explore the other world, basically being behind a TV. And of course have to fight shadows while also figuring out who is committing the killings, and also a lot of the characters kind of come to terms with some stuff that they'd rather not admit. That's pretty much the whole animation, but as I said, I'm just gonna give a short synopsis on it. I didn't want to spoil much of it, as I believe that this is a really good entry in the series, and personally one of my favorite anime. It's pretty funny, there's a lot of memorable moments, and the voice acting is pretty good. I personally love the dynamic between Chie and Yosuke, as well with the parts with Kanji. I believe all the voice actors made the animation pretty fun and entertaining. And even though I'm a little critical of the ending, because to be honest, I don't think the final episode needed to happen. I feel like they could have left it once the big bad was defeated. But it is definitely still enjoyable and a bit of a fun thing to know if you, got the true ending for the game. But that's all I have to say for this one. I definitely recommend it, as well as 5's animation. I'll of course be reviewing 5. I don't know when, but I eventually do plan to review it. I don't know if I'll review 3, as these kind of seem really difficult to track down. And I'll of course I'll also be reviewing the other games on my primary channel. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I recommend it. It does have a few flaws, but ultimately it is worth the watch, and it's pretty enjoyable. So, the question is, for those who are interested, what are you waiting for? Go give this a watch. But also, thank you for watching.